Blessings, everyone. Today I would like to offer an oracle reading from the Angel Guide Oracle, and this deck is by Kyle Gray. It's been a while since I have done any of the oracle readings, and today we had a beautiful amount of rain, which it was much needed where I'm from on Long Island. It was very dry. We haven't had much rain for months and months, and with that resonant energy, Spirit has come through in an immaculate way today. They also encouraged me this morning. I'm going to be putting a video out on my X or Twitter, whatever you still call it, of the Crystal Aura Chalice. And so first I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be the medium of light. And I ask all the angels to please step forward and help bring a message for the highest good for the collective. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And there has been just an immaculate amount of angels. The resonance of the angels has been very profound recently. Now I know they don't have a time frame in that frequency or that space. But for us here, on a personal note for myself, it's been at least a month or two. And I know that I was given a vision recently of Archangel Michael and Metatron just infusing the ley lines with a lot of energy, kind of vamping things up, leveling out, holding space for all of us through the eclipse energy we had recently. And it was just, it's a beautiful, lovely connection when we are in that space of peace after a very profound experience like that, knowing that they are with us and that they are holding space, and all we have to do is call on them and allow them to infuse us with this same energy. Now, not everybody is fortunate enough to be close to the ley lines, but we can still tap into that Mother Earth energy when they are doing these. The collective of angels right now that are gathering and are going to be gathering in another frequency, in another space, is beyond words. So they are there, and they are working with the ley lines and Mother Earth and just helping us to attune to these new things, because we've come to a time now, especially after the eclipses, where there has been, as many times as we've said this, a very fast change, a very different frequency. And I know a lot of people have been saying that it feels like timelines are fading in and out and phasing in and out, with whatever terminology you want to use. And this has been happening a lot. And I think we've all been seeing glimpses of things, maybe what we would like to call considering future events, or maybe we've been experiencing some past lifetimes. It's just almost like the timelines are fading in an essence. And it's really incredible because we can pull from these bits of experience and wisdom, and it helps us to feel very, very grounded. Even though it feels like it's shifting, it's grounding at the same time. So first I do three. I shuffle. The first shuffle is for Source energy. It brings through and embodies that. The second shuffle I do is for Spirit. That's our higher self. It attunes this. And the third shuffle embodies Soul, which is what helps us express our story here. And then after I shuffle, I just kind of move the cards around, and some will pop up and Spirit will say which one they want me to work with. And right away it was this one, Intuition and Downloads. And the Spirit pulls close. They are showing me the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. They told me today to wear purple. They were very adamant. Sometimes I know all of us that are working with the higher frequencies, it's always a daily thing. We may wake up and ask right away, what are we attuned to? And for some of us that work with colors and frequencies and sound, these things are prevalent. And so Spirit was very, I changed my shirt like 3 times today, and they said, no, wear purple. We're going to be working with you with the third eye and the crown chakra. And so what they're saying is, as Archangel Michael and Metatron are infusing the ley lines with this energy, this is the energy that helps us to navigate the veil. There's so many that are starting to awaken these other clair audience, clair essence, clair sentience. All of these clairs are starting to broaden and expand in many of us. And also so many are starting to get in tune with wanting to learn about mediumship and connecting with our loved ones in spirit. And so with this time right now, Metatron and Archangel Michael are helping to shift that frequency so the veil, and many times we've heard this, becomes very thin. This is the best way to explain it. It's actually not something that is thick or thin. And what they mean by that is that it is superimposed all around us. These frequencies and these worlds within worlds are all around us. And it's kind of like the term putting the rose-colored glasses on. It just helps us to attune, like the radio stations. And with Archangel Michael and Metatron holding space and infusing the ley lines, it helps us to attune much clearer. And that's why the timelines feel like they're shifting. We're phasing in and out a lot of deja vu. A lot of moments where we're stopping and we're saying, oh my goodness, I've done this before. Or why does this look familiar? Or why do these people feel so familiar? It could be something simple like walking up the street, maybe even having a past life flash where we see ourselves as someone else, or a dream where we stop and we see ourselves in a reflection in the mirror or in a glass, and we're like, wow, that's not us. I don't look anything like me. I wouldn't have that hairstyle, or whatever the case is. These things are happening very, very prevalently now, and that is because we are realizing and healing so much karma. There's so much ancestral karma that's no longer needed. It's not serving anymore. That those children that are coming in at this point, they're not dealing with any of that. They're just on the journey now to connect in that higher frequency. That's why they need Mother Earth and all of these ley lines to be supercharged, because they're bringing in this new way of being, a new acceptance, a new understanding. There's none of this confusion. It just is. And we can learn so much from this. So as we're working with these moments and we're starting to have these dream experiences where we're seeing different timelines, or maybe we're listening to meditative music and all of a sudden, wow, that's incredible, we're shifting, or we're walking and we're seeing our peripheral vision is very, very prevalent right now, or we're seeing things out of the corner of our eyes, we're hearing our name. All of these things is because the frequency of Mother Earth is raising. As a whole, we are allowing the downloads. We're accepting. We're going into the space. We're broadening the spectrum, so to speak. We're noticing the light codes. We're sitting now. We've learned to become still so that we may process this. And we're moving energy. More and more people are meditating. They're understanding the importance of the stillness. We understand the heart space, and the mind follows. And so with that, the intuition is very attuned. It's not the second choice anymore, it's the first. As soon as we're ready to step into change, or we're ready to make decisions, we're no longer sitting in these spaces. We're going right into our intuition. We're following the gut feelings. It's becoming more and more natural. It is the state of being now. And so Archangel Michael and Metatron they're reassuring us that during this time, as we're going through these experiences, allow them, embrace them, understand that it's not so much about the veil or reaching through the veil, but just noticing that those worlds within worlds, the other side, heaven, nirvana, whatever words we like to give it, are gently coming into our awareness, even more simple now because we've raised our vibration. It's not that we have to super concentrate and step into this space. That as we become more fluid in this and we have embodied this energy and we have started to understand what downloads are and how to use our intuition, that these worlds and these energies are revealing, and we're working with them more and more. So they're pulling their energy back. It's a very reassuring message because as the holidays come up for so many, whoever celebrates, we understand that this is a time when those that are in spirit, our loved ones, friends, families, beloved pets, we miss them, we think of them. And sometimes that can put us in a certain emotional space. But understand that as we raise the frequency and we are embodying the downloads, we're working through these things. We're learning how to run our energy and we're using our intuition. We will experience more and more of them around. It's not going to be that emotional effort. It's going to feel very, very peaceful. We're going to know them. We're going to be able to get those glimpses and signs. Even if we're feeling a little emotional, even if we're having moments where we're thinking of them during these times and missing them, the emotions will no longer affect how we connect with our loved ones because the frequency is raised, but the collective. So I'm so grateful to be able to share this with you. And I've missed everyone. I hope to be returning again, doing more videos frequently because the space has, now I've been changing my living room on a personal note and moving things around now that Sasha and I are married and we've kind of settled into things. And so I now have the space to be able to create these videos and share them with everyone. So much love, everyone. Many beautiful blessings. And if you celebrate any of the holidays, I would love to hear from everyone how you're experiencing the connections with your loved ones in spirit, your pets. It's such a beautiful, reassuring thing for those of us who can hear, feel, and see, to reassure those that are missing others and maybe are not in that space just yet, that they will be, and they will see, and they will feel, and that they're right there.